Raquel Bowman here, and today I'm here for Hip Kit Club, creating a new layout based on the weekly sketch. I'm using the October kits today, and I am using this sketch designed by Yana. So what it has is I'm going to convert this to an 8.5 by 11. I'm going to keep my cluster with my photo and my title and embellishments in that same sort of top right corner. I think I'll add the same sort of design of strips of pattern paper, and then I'm going to incorporate some of the ephemera from both the Paige Evans and Vicky Booten ephemera packs. So the October kits are gorgeous, and I found this word, so I've done a few things off camera just to get my head around an idea. I found this word seek, and recently my family and we went on a little sort of hiking trip together. It was a lot longer than we anticipated, and the poor kids by the end were exhausted. This was probably about halfway, so they were still pretty happy. They were enjoying the nature around us and that sort of thing, and I just wanted to document this photo of my kitties together. So I have my photo printed. I have the word seek, which I think that I might add a bit of a continuation of that title possibly. I've cut a few strips of pattern paper and gathered some ephemera that I thought would coordinate with what I was thinking, and then I also have just next to me lots of the sticker packs, like this whimsical Paige Evans one, which I can embellish with once I've sort of decided on a basic design. I was thinking I definitely wanted to add this yellow, just because yellow is such a bright and fun and bold sort of colour. So I've sort of cut that to fit the top and the bottom like the sketch sort of has. So there's a sort of a solid strip at the top and then one at the bottom. And then I'm not sure if I want to use this black and white design or this blue. I'm thinking the black and white will add a nice sort of boldness to the layout and also work well with my photo. And I did want to include this sort of multicolored strip of pattern paper because I thought that that would bring in lots of the colors of the different ephemera that I'll incorporate. I've grabbed a few 3x4 cards and some ephemera pieces that I thought I might be able to layer behind my photo, because there is a lot of layering sort of around that photo area. And then the leaves and the hearts, I will use some form of embellishment. It might be flowers and leaves instead, for example. So I think I'm just going to play and take you along with me. You can join in on this sketch on the Facebook group, which has a couple of other design team examples, and you can always find a heap of inspiration there, and even in the feed of entries for the sketches each week there are so many amazing layouts that Hip Kit members are sharing. So I'm going to get started and we'll see where this ends up. Sketch is a nice easy way to get working with a kit and to sort of get that mojo flowing when you're going to have a crafty session. So I'm looking forward to having a play. So I began by just adhering those strips on the bottom and the top of my page. I around about knew the sort of pattern or the way that I wanted to adhere them, so I frustratingly worked on my glue gun, which was being a bit temperamental, and then I've started to adhere the pieces down. I ended up choosing that black and white just because I really liked the contrast that it gave, and also how it complements the black and white photo really well. I had a lot of trouble figuring out what to do with this coloured piece. I think because I'd slightly skewed the black and white pattern paper that I was having trouble working out which way to put that design. I ended up choosing a bit of a skewed design. Not sure if I'm totally in love with it, but it works with the cohesiveness of the layout in the end anyway in terms of colour palette. So I really like the end effect. And then I'm going to build on my photo and the layers behind that. So in the sketch there was multiple layers behind that sort of photo area. So I used that card from one of the Vicky Bouton ephemera packs that has this really cool little binding edge. And then I also grabbed out some of the 3x4 cards from the Project Life kit for October. And I'm just going to trim those down a little bit and just add some further matting to the page. And I chose a couple of ones that sort of worked with the colours within that whimsical pattern paper, that multicoloured little strip that I cut. Now I'm going to build on some clusters of embellishments, and I grabbed out more than I end up using, which is always normally the way, but I knew that I wanted to add some floral clusters around there in place of sort of the hearts design that was in the sketch. And also I wanted to add some leaves to have that sort of foliage look, and I wanted to incorporate hearts later. I absolutely adore that Seek text word that was in the, I think it's a Pebbles ink Thickers pack, that gold word. And then I'm sort of looking here to see if there's anything else that I can build either on my title or around. I find this little cute little tag that says, I think it says with love, and I thought that that'd be really cute to hang off the case, so I sort of slot that there, and then I'm going to work on some other things and come back to that title area soon. I grabbed out the puffy stickers, which were in, I think, they were either the embellishment or the Project Life kit. I can't remember off the top of my head. And there's a little one that says Better Together, and they're my babies in the photos. So I thought that that was a nice little sentiment to add to the page. And I've added on my hand. My hand is like my sticker holder when I'm looking at embellishing. So I've added some hearts, which I am going to add to my page. I'm not going to keep them on my hand. But I do that as I'm thinking about embellishing. I know that I want to add those hearts and that letters somewhere. So I pull them off the sticker sheet and just start sticking down, and then I will adhere them later on once I've got a few things down first. The letters that I've grabbed are from the super, super cute, whimsical, tiny thickers, foam thickers pack. So on one side there's like a rose gold, sort of coppery, light copper. They're more of a light rose gold font, sort of tiny alpha, capital letter alpha thickers. And then on the other side is this gorgeous multicolored, all the colors in the whimsical collection, mini capital letter alpha thickers. So I grab those out and I try and grab and get a sort of bold lot of colors, and I get it to spell fun. So the title is going to be for this layout, Seek Fun. And then the little hanging tag says with love. And I thought that was just sweet. And I love how that little tag looks hanging off the title there. Now, this page was quite hard to photograph. I don't know if it was the white. I don't know if it was the yellow and the white. So I feel like the photos that I took really don't do this justice. So I hope that the video does, because it ended up to be what I feel was a page that I'm really proud of. So hopefully you enjoy this video and you enjoy and are inspired by it. So I built a little cluster at the bottom with a floral piece and a little label from the Vicky Bouton pack, and then also one of the puffy stickers. I'm using foam adhesive under different bits of the florals, so depending on where it was in the cluster, I might have added a double foam adhesive or even just a single layer just to give it that multi-dimensional look. I really love that yellow flower to the top left of the seek. I love that it works really well with the stripe and it sort of pops off the page a little bit. I do add some hearts because they're my babes, and I'm going to add hearts to everything that comes to them. And then what I'm going to work on soon is some journaling, and after the journaling I do grab out some of the rub-ons, and I can't remember if I recorded this on screen or not, but I do grab some rub-ons and I add a few little details to the page using the Stitched Look rub-ons. They are just so fun to use and so fun to add just that tiny little something to the page. I didn't add any machine stitching to this page, which is a surprise for me, so it was a nice way to add some further detail like I might normally to a layout. So you can see there's one little bit of stitching under that with love tag. Then there's one to the left of that bottom right cluster, and there's another one just to the right of the photo. So I'm showing you some close-ups now of the layout and the finished product. I hope that you've enjoyed this. Don't forget to check out the sketch on the Hip Kit member forum over on Facebook. There are a few design team girls sharing layouts, as well as I'm sure many of you who are going to be contributing. Can't wait to see what you do, and I'll see you over on the forum. Bye everyone.